Greetings, thanks for joining us inside this broadcast. All right, we're bringing messages. They go right into Q&A. Blessings. There we go. Greetings. This is Archangel Michael. Blessings to your connections to this earth. You will see, yes, more of your DNA connected to the planets, more of your intuitions begin to open up throughout this year of what's to come. You'll see future timelines. Some of you already have an indication currently, but it's like the page will open and then close, and you might get a whisper and just little things that you might not fully notice until it happens. It's like, wait a minute, I think I heard about this before it occurred. I think I heard like a little indication of it. It shows you are going into a new reality, dimension, timeline. They're all connected. Yes, weather storms are alien connected. They're also storms from spirit, you can say from astral, bringing cleanse into the earth. And many souls wish to release a lot of old vibrations through a storm, even through the sun. You're releasing low energies, but you're also baking in positive energies, kind of redefining your chakras, healing your chakras. So those that go sunbathing are healing their chakra systems through the sun vibrations. They're not always thinking about that, of course. Thinking about the sun, how they look, just another way for, and that energy is being reflected back to the earth also. So they might look at somebody there's a little bit differently, and they have no idea. They go to other worlds and go sunbathe there too. They go to world to world to world sunbathing. They have no idea. So, blessings on your transformation. Blessings. Greetings. We are the felines. We're here for a moment. We are the Lyrans. Yes, our ships are connected much to your mountains, your trees, for healing. Our own selves, even after battle, we do connect to your world. If we have a battle close to your earth that has something to do with your earth, we are allowed to connect to your earth for healing, even those that cause difficulties on their planet. Many alien beings are on your oceans for their own healing, to even rebuild their ships, to rebuild themselves, for that matter. Even your sun, the fourth dimensional sun, is all much involved with that also. The motherships, they're so close to your planet's vibration. As our ships connected to it, they can actually almost rebuild themselves as you connect to a mothership energy. It's like a body, it's like going to the spa, basically. As the mothership's always in one place, it feels Earth's vibrations, it feels much energy from the sun, so when a scout ship connects to it, it gets rebuilt. Not entirely, depending on what's going on, but you can rebuild enough for, to get home, especially if you are at a distance, they can send you energy. So the reason we are bringing this to you, as you connect more, if you see sightings of ships, you might feel the vibration, as many of you do, but might get an inner connection to it, like who is on that ship more clearly, even the health of their ship itself. As many alien beings are quite tuned, not always in tune with each other. So, meaning how many beings are on the ship, meaning actually feel it. Depends on you got some time for that, but over time they'll become part of your society. And yes, when the beings do start appearing here, you'll know because you've already been connected to them. You'll know when there's it's just a matter of time for them just to show up here in the physical, even if you're not of a higher third dimension or fourth dimension energy. Lessons. Greetings to you. We were here yesterday for a brief time, getting used to this connection. You can call me, we'll use the name Julius, easier to feel our vibrations. We are from, thousandth dimension we are, looking at giving you a different perspective of our, we come from a place of, you say giants, but not of human form, like a place of gods. God energies at the highest form. Of course, they can go higher. That's when they lose a lot of their own sense of self. As you go higher, even at our reality, they kind of don't realize, when you go at a certain level, you don't see the third dimension as, some see it as dirt in some ways. But there's every dimension has their purpose, and their higher dimensions beings need this world more than anyone because they just get disconnected. But some of you can probably pick up on that. You see those in power are disconnected, not always for a negative reason. They just don't realize the rest of the universe or the rest of the world. In your case, it is a teaching that so this world serves a major purpose. It's gonna get in your oil change. It's kind of rehabilitation. It's like waking yourself up. So yes, this world's difficult. You don't have to go through this type of difficult world, but it does make things faster. This world will definitely push you around like a washing machine, basically. There's much more to it than that, of course. But we're here to give you our perspective. We're here to also answer your questions whenever you are ready. Blessings to you all.
Blessings. Thank you for coming in.
Greetings.
Greetings to you. Up first this evening, we have Silverclaw.
Interesting name. Yes. Greetings to you.
Hello.
Yes.
My first question is, do you see the place where I work have the big event they have at the end of the year?
This is an outside event.
No, it's just the event of the retreat where I work, and they have it like around the end, for Christmas and New Year's. And I just wanted to know if they would still have that.
Possibly, but not likely from what we're seeing at this moment. It'll probably be a virtual event when we're seeing. They're not look. It's not likely at this moment, but that can change.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So I'll just leave you with that.
Okay, thank you. And my second question, I've been feeling a soreness on the bottom of my feet. I use my feet a lot for work, and I've noticed the soreness getting, a little worse, like every, months and stuff. So I have not been working, but the soreness is still there, like every day. And I just want help understanding what it is and if it'll get worse in the future.
It's nutrition, possibly a calcium. Something looking into a calcium intake. We don't have 100% of what is occurring here, but to try different things of health, vitamin. It feels like there's a vitamin deficiency there.
Mm-hmm.
So we say start with calcium and move from there.
Okay, that makes
Try
sense.
different things. It's something that is
It's not like
critical.
doubt.
Yeah, nothing that's going to take you out or anything from what we're saying.
Okay.
We feel as like, there's like a past life pain that you're releasing there.
Hmm.
A guilt energy from another lifetime.
Hmm.
So it's chakra related. Something you can dive in. What do you need to release? What comes to mind that you need to release in that area?
Hmm.
That we recommend.
Hmm. Okay.
There's
Thanks.
definitely see a guilt energy there.
Oh.
So
Okay.
I'll leave you with that. Whatever comes to mind for you.
Okay. Thank you.
Nothing to see.
Blessings to you.
Very nice, thank you. Up next, we have Omran.
Good evening,
Yes, greetings to you.
Prince. Well, my first question is there anything you can pick up from Angel Samael? If there is any messages or anything that you can pick up about him to me?
Is the energy that you're healing currently? Both of you kind of switch bodies from what I can see. You do switch roles. Even that maybe have an off day or something like that is actually, that means you switch energies. Sometimes you can feel that. This is energy around Martian worlds that have been through kind of war-like scenarios. For growth, he's not there to be in a war, but just to understand the species that he's connected to, especially on this world. You have a very, as you know, ancient connection here. I believe this one's trying to figure out your existence. As much of your energy comes from the sun, so you have like a mystery energy that this one's trying to figure out.
All right, all right. I'm very fond of him. I think he is amazing and not negative at all, as many say.
Yes, yes. She has a friendship there. Yes.
Yes. Well, my second question is, I had a dream today. I was just repeating the name of Archangel Raphael before sleeping, and when I fell asleep, I saw um, a boy, a little boy, right before, right um, at my at the door of my room, and he was going to enter the room, but I did not let him. So because I said to him that that is my room and I do my work there, you are not allowed to go in there. And then I saw this green, and he had green eyes, and I asked him if he liked the color green, and then he said, "Yeah." I said, "Do you also have green energy?" He said, "Yeah, I do." And then I immediately thought of Archangel Raphael, that he also has green energy, but I don't know if it was him or not. So could you maybe tell who it was or if he was connected? He was a very
But
mysterious boy.
yeah, a child is there to be healed. As a lost child, from what we can see. Pure doesn't want to be fully understood. There to learn from you. In some ways, take your energy in some regard. You probably feel some of that. To learn from, not necessarily to cause harm, but this one just wanders around, mostly in the astral. This one, yeah, and Raphael's taking care of the child, but can't always keep an eye on him. He's kind of wandering around. So it's, yes, I feel like a nephew energy up there, but not of as you call blood, nothing like that. But it is one that will probably appear to you again. I think the child calls himself the king, is what I can see.
All right. Well, I thought it was funny because he was very quiet, but really curious,
Yes.
and he was just looking around, trying to try everything around. But he was very calm and
Yes.
yeah, kind of lost.
In some ways, yes. But
Well,
loving
thank you.
energy, yes.
Yeah, thank you
Yes.
very much. That was it for my questions.
Blessings to you.
Have a good time.
Yes.
Hey, blessings. Up next, we have Dragon.
How you doing?
Yes, greetings to you.
My first question was, dimensions have a lot of meanings ignoring science. In a spiritual sense, versions of yourself, sacred geometry like the 13-fold, 144/45-fold, etc. And then there's beyond even sacred geometry and energy, there's still just consciousness. And I think when people think about the 1000th dimension, they think of just pure consciousness. So I was curious, what do you mean by the 1000th dimension?
Well, there's different, every dimension, as the higher as you go, from your world's perspective, is not as what you might see from your point of view. It's like we're a 1,000 worlds in one. But we simplify, we can see things more clearly than you can from this reality. Versus the numbers go higher. It goes to trillion dimensions, and from your world's perspective. For basically, you need beings that can see your world more clearly than even your spirit realms. We can fill in certain gaps if we need to. We usually keep them ourselves, but we do interconnect with your planet or your race of people, especially this one. This one's kind of like this world's kind of like a black goo in some regard, because it's sucking in so much from everyone. As that turns itself into a light, it's kind of like dark matter. It's what we see. But it is a lot of growth here, of course. It scares a lot of beings, that's for sure.
So like at the lower dimensions, it's just fragmented versions of yourself, like the 12 version, but you're to the point where it's worlds, like fragmented worlds and realities and universes and things like that.
Yeah, we can. It's like you can see it. Kind of to give you like places at once, we can see it all. Of course, you can see more than that at once, as your world can only handle just what's going on right now.
Yeah, I'm only in 2 versions of myself at one time, and I don't know how. That's one more than most people, and I don't even know how people can handle some. From a human perspective, that just seems how do you keep all track of all that? But
from your perspective, yes, is to keep your alien self alive, to bring in astral knowledge that is necessary. There's more to it than that, but it's most your astral connection, from what I can see.
Yeah, do you have any other messages for me?
Yes, you are here. Yes, to stop timelines. Actually, you are a time traveler in different realms, but you don't make it known. You don't assert on you. I do see also a reality that you are connected to, kind of like the Brady Bunch. Not exactly one that you show to other beings, like, "Oh, I'm no threat. Look at me. This is the world I'm in." So some beings, so you kind of keep yourself quote to certain type of beings that are kind of destructive, that can cause you energy harm. So you kind of reflect a reality that's part of yours and keep them out of your business, so you can think more clearly. Because in astral, you attract all kinds of stuff. So, but it seems like you quote your vibrations quite well. Also, yes, you're connected to dinosaur DNA structures that you're still working on, from what you can see. I believe you're connected to dragons at one time, developing them. I believe you're more of the dinosaur phase at this time, because the dragon DNA can get out of hand, but dinosaurs a little bit more easier to refine. You don't get much backlash from that. Dragon DNA, when you're messing with that, can really, it's kind of like cloning on this world. Everyone's like, "Are you sure you want to really get yourself involved with that?"
Thanks, much love.
Hey, blessings. Up next, we have Christy.
Greetings.
Yes, greetings to you.
I had a memory recall of the 20 and Back program that I guess it was maybe when I was around 7 years old is what I was seeing. And I was seeing that I was in like a classroom, like at a military base, and in a class with, like, I was around 7 years old and with like 6 other, it was boys, and I was the only girl, and then the teacher was a reptilian. Can you tell me kind of more about that experience? Like, what were we learning about?
Well, they're not going into full curriculum. They're healing those students that were there. Some of them, I feel like, were trapped because it is a military connection. There was MK Ultra energies being done there. It wasn't called that. So I believe you're there as a visitor. I believe they knew that you were there, but they didn't see you as a threat. I believe it was more underground teachings that were done there, but the classroom is completely mind controlled from what we're seeing, at least from our perspective. And I believe you weren't interfering with that.
Okay.
But you were gathering information from what I can see. But you were there, and you're not really supposed to be there, but they didn't see you as a threat, so you got to hang in, watch, listen, and you took information back to your group, which they're not identifying themselves for good reason.
Okay.
That's what I see there. And I believe you visit there often. Yeah, it's like a secret school.
Yeah.
There's mystery situations going on there. There's a lot of programming going on. Not your typical school, of course.
Hmm. So I also was wondering can you see how many times that I've like done that the 20 and back? Um, was I always like an observer like this, or did I participate in the program as well?
Yes, you've been part of the programs. I don't believe you want to go through them again. No, there was a Black Ops projects that were being done there. Genetic engineering that was done to the students without their knowing it. I believe you're involved with that in some ways. That you had that occur to you, part of like a super soldier situation. You go into a class and think everything's fine, and you end up being part of some kind of bizarre program, and of course your memory gets erased as soon as you get involved with it. So yes, but I don't believe you're part of those programs anymore. Now you're observing and kind of infiltrating them, as you can see. That is what I see there.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. Blessings.
Okay, thank you. Up next, we have Emmy.
Hello, how are you?
Yes, doing well. Greetings to you.
Greetings to you. My first question is about a job I was extended an offer for today. It was recruiting, and I believe the terms of the salary are completely different from what I was told before. And although I'm very grateful to be extended the offer, I feel very slighted and underwhelmed that the terms are different. And I informed them that I'd give them a decision by Friday because there's 2 other jobs here that I'm looking at. I was just wondering what your thoughts are.
Well, it's good that you are waiting for these other jobs, but for them to get back to you is not the clearest of timing. If it'll make it to your Friday deadline, of course, I believe that's tomorrow. But as for the job that has that kind of the weak pay, because their funding is not exactly the greatest at this time, but I believe it will improve over time. So it's just kind of like a technicality that's going on right now. But of course, hear us talk about it, but experiencing that was a whole different situation. We understand.
Yes, because I feel they were dishonest because first they said the recruiting bonus was 5,000 and then they said 500 and that I would easily get my 6-figure mark, and that's completely different. And so I just wonder if I should just hold off, and that kind of
put
the damper on me.
The thing is with the ones in your area, the job offers or potential might not pan out. They might, but the timing of them might be some time. So, whatever you can handle.
The only thing I worry about that I'll start a job and they'll send me equipment and then I'll quit to start another. And I just feel bad about it.
Well, then don't do that then. Yeah, it doesn't do you any good honor there. Well, it's a test on yourself, as you can see.
Do you have any other messages from anyone for me?
Well, yes, you're going through a split timeline energy from what we're seeing. Yeah, one timeline where from what we're seeing, one where everything's successful and going well. And then this timeline, it's like, what the hell? Nothing's going on as well as it could be. But you're learning more in this timeline. So you're getting fragments of that timeline into this one to help develop. Because this timeline where you're getting everything you want, you're finding things that are missing. And you're healing them here. Trusting your instincts and pulling in what you need to experience. So obviously use your best judgment of you make the rules. Obviously those rules aren't always easy to know the timing of certain things. Like I'm on this job and then you don't hear from for 2 weeks. So that's something that you're healing. Yes, that's something you're healing right now. So just follow your inner self, your inner voice.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Blessings.
Okay, thank you. Up next, we have Kevin.
Greetings, Julius Caesar.
Well, Julius, but
Julius?
Caesar is somebody else's.
Okay. Greetings. So I just had a question about my work situation because my work has some weird policy thing and I had to move away from my city for temporarily. And I was just wondering if that's okay. Like it doesn't seem like any formal thing is going to happen.
No. Well, obviously, yes. If you'll a discomfort there because you're moved out of your comfort zone, but nothing to worry about.
Yeah, because they just want to be closer. But okay, that's fine.
Yeah, there's nothing there to you're not gonna get axed or anything. We're not seeing that.
Yeah. Okay.
They're alive and well from what we can see.
Yeah, they got better things to worry about. So I have a question from a friend, Fabrico. He was asking about any messages from Zadziko.
There's a lot of reptilian energies that need to be healed there. Reptilian wars, Draco, a Zeta wars. We took over many Zetas. They're mind controlled, many of them. It kind of feels bad about it now. At the time, it made sense because they needed all the forces they can get to take down other reptilians actually that they were fighting. Some feel like reptilians are usually fighting other alien beings, but actually they're fighting themselves quite a bit. Who can dominate who? So that's a big part. It's kind of like the Vietnam War where you're fighting yourselves, your own group. They're like you can say like the Chinese version of reptilians, which can be a little bit tricky, as your Vietnamese are tricky too.
All right. Do you have any quick messages for me, just in general?
I see golden temples. I do see once again China energies of the Forbidden City around you. They're part of that growth energy for it to be created. You probably feel some of that. It's part of it's just the positive side of it.
Yeah. I hope to see that in real life one day. I don't think I will, probably.
Oh, you never know. We're not to give
right.
you any secret agendas there.
All right.
All right. Blessings.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Up next, we have James.
Hello?
Yes. Goodies.
Hey, my first question is, so my connections to the 1000th dimension or messages from them?
We have many connections to all dimensions. I believe you're mostly in the 4th dimension because that's where it needs the most healing. That's where the most growth is for you. You can be at higher dimensions and be the most boring dimension ever. You see, it's more exciting in the 3rd and 4th for growth, especially what you can do for others. So it's about you and others. That's why you're here. You can have, it's like, the higher dimensions, like you have everything you need to see everything on television. Then you get easily bored. Blessings.
Can you tell me what kind of beings are around me and it's the nature of my rock, this white rock I have in front of me?
Yeah, you're more of an Agarthian being. Yes, you have Lemurian connections, but you have the blood of a Lemurian. You're also connected to the white tiger. Some of those are connected to Sirius, but not all of them. It's basically you brought a lot of alien technology here from Sirius in your previous incarnation of for health, technology for growth of. It wasn't necessarily connected to Atlantis, but it was more of like you can call it a metaphysical type of connection. The rock is just showing that it's part of your energy. Yeah, you became more connected to the earth. So you were connected to technologies very much, but as you connected to this planet, you connected more to the planet's vibration. And so you can do much more with that than any technology. Blessings.
Thank you.
Hey, blessings. Up next we have Stephen.
Hello, Julius.
Yes, greetings to you.
Greetings to you. How are y'all doing?
Doing well. Yes. How can we help you?
Sweet. Much love. I was wondering if you can help me with a dream I just recently had. A real cool dream to me. It's basically started where I was like a tour guide for like this group of beings or people, humans, and we were in this deep underground. We were in this underground cave, big old like city-like cave thing, and I remember like I was just like the coordination and tell them like, yeah, you can pick your spot, go make yourself comfortable, look around and everything. And we started exploring more and deep into this cavern. We found like the entertainment where the bar and the like a restaurant type area, and everybody went into there, and we just kept going deep into this big old huge underground cave like system. I was wondering if you have more information on that. Thank you.
Well, yeah, so it's connecting you to your Agarthian history as a leader, a king energy. You're giving like a glimpse of it from what we're seeing, and we'll also say that you have a lot of Men in Black energy around you. You definitely do a lot of timeline changes here. They're making sure you don't put everybody out of whack. So I believe you're also connected to them in various levels, as even a leadership position to keep them sane, as some of them are kind of losing it from what we can see. They're being tested quite a bit, so you're calming their vibration. I feel like you're healing a great deal of them. The cave energy is basically healing, your Black Project situation that's going on here. It just, they showed you what you needed to see, but yeah, you're deep underground. That's all I can see right now. That's
Sweet, awesome info. Yes, and I was wondering if you could, for the longest in my physical, if I give you permission, if you can do a deep scan of my body. And there seems like I've been to the doctors last 3 or 4 years consistently with heart problems, where I'd have a flutter and they'd have to shock me to get me back into normal rhythm. And it's the source of it seems to be like in my back, center of my back, lower back area, and it seems like there's some blood flow, like it's not. And I've had this for the longest, where ever since I started working and stuff, I wouldn't get my feet would get really hurt, and then it just seems like it's I've been having this, and just wondering what you pick up on what the source of this problem is in my body, and because it's been there for a long time, the doctors can't seem to figure it out. Just wondering what y'all could see.
Well, most likely they won't ever figure it out. You're also used to having 2 hearts. You're also, I believe, much of your DNA came from the Yael to keep you kind of together. You have just basically to keep you in a human body. So taking your spirit and putting it into a body wasn't as easy as it sounds. So you're doing the best. Basically, you're vibrating vibration. Basically, you can just burst out the body at any instant. So yes, even a doctor. Basically, you have alien beings around you all the time working on it, from what I can see. Sometimes you do get a blockage, a nerve blockage, it seems. Well, the Greys are assisting you with that, but they're doing the best they can to keep you in this form. You have elephant connections. Try putting an elephant in a human body. There's more to it than that. But it's just your mission here was not a necessity, so it took the human body and did everything they could to get you in here. There's probably more to it than that. Blessings.
That's awesome, man. Real quick, I'll leave it. Can you leave it open? Can you just any messages from anybody real quick? Thank you.
I see you connected to the Incas and your Native Americans that you're assisting at this time. Atlanteans, but I believe more of the Inca energies is still here. Of course, that's Atlantean. We'll just leave you with that. Blessings.
Blessings. Much love.
Yeah, very cool. Up next, we have Colin.
Thanks, Bobby. And greetings, Mr. Caesar. Welcome.
Yes, greetings. Or Julius, not Caesar. Caesar's somebody else.
Oh,
Julius.
I'm sorry. I thought you were
Just
just saying
regular
Julius Caesar. I got
Just
it.
Julius. Just Julius.
Julius. Thank you. Yeah, I'm curious. Lost my first question. Let's see if there's anything off that. So I've been getting a pull to rejoin with an old teacher of mine, and was looking at doing a course on animism, which I've done parts of that with him before. But I'm kind of curious about what the new pull is towards some of the more earth-based teachings again, as they don't really have much to do with what I'm doing right now.
Well, it does astrally, apparently. It's basically like you getting reacquainted to the Earth as it does its shift. So basically, it's part of you aligning with it. It's like the more you you do this, like teachings basically for yourself, for you to realign with the Earth as it goes through. It's what the Earth needs from you.
Okay.
And what you can learn from it, but you just go through it. So even the teacher that you're with, he's helping you, guiding you through it. It's like, we need your help with this. And that's what's, you're kind of like a secret sauce. Look at it that way. Energy wise, you're all just energy beings here. So it's just what you need, where you're at the certain time. You need here, it needs there to calibrate your vibrations to the Earth. And you're aware of it too.
Yeah, I mean, I've been getting outside and hiking a lot more and spending a lot more time just in the woods behind my house.
Yes. And this is to put you in a different direction for right now. That's necessary. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. And I'm kind of curious from the 1,000th dimension.
Yes.
Didn't even know there was that level.
There's all kinds of stuff you're not aware of.
I'm sure. Sounds crazy up there. I was hoping to get a message from you and the collective there.
Yes, because souls are created in higher realms for specific reasons. Why some are musicians, why some are, it's not a place that is really talked about. It's, there's mysteries among all dimensions. We bring little, like salt within the realms. And I believe you've been there a lot, especially assisting the Anunnaki and their creation. You also keep an eye on. It's like, if you have a being that's like a godlike being, and it gets too powerful, you need to go somewhere where you can upgrade beyond that. So there's always going to be a reality you can go jump to for knowledge to handle a situation. They're all there. You don't have to access it there. So I believe you've been there. I see your Anunnaki connections there because they got kind of out of hand. I see you putting them together, doing all kinds of stuff with them. Yes.
So I was working like alongside and watching the Anunnaki.
There's more to it than that. That's part of it.
Okay.
There are godlike beings that kind of got out of hand, and part of their process. Yeah, this is just a smidge of what you're involved with. But yeah, basically, you can see from a different, like from 1,000th dimension, you can see like everybody else in the other dimensions. Like, why would this being ever be created? We don't need this. But in 1,000th dimension, you see it differently.
Okay.
Like, just go with us on this, especially like the reptilians. Like, just go with it. Jeez. Even they can. Well, they can't reach 1,000 sometimes. They obviously, because they're depending on who they are. Some of them can, but a lot of them are just warlike.
Okay.
So
yeah, really, I'm seeing a lot as you're talking. It's really interesting.
Exactly. Yes. Exactly. It can get very simple. Yeah, it's not for everybody.
Yes. Yep. Yeah, very cool. Thank you, Julius. Appreciate it.
Yes.
Much love to the group here. Blessings all.
Well, we want to put out there also in this dimension, and you've heard this before, like you get power and you can really abuse it. And that's why some don't want to go to those dimensions for that reason. If I go to that dimension, I'll just cause all hell. So,
interesting. Blessings.
Yeah, it's very interesting. Up next, we have Tristan.
Greetings, Julius.
Greetings to you.
My first question is actually about being in the thousand dimension where you can see a lot of what's going on here. How is the connecting this way through Ivan? Does that give you what's it like? Does it kind of give you a more information, different perspective?
Well, yes, but also a certain channel where like Ivan's been there a lot, and others, some of you have too. You can we're just basically open up those memories of that. So for us to be here, we were working on it through Astro before we ever came here, but we've been working on this for some time for us to be reacquainted. That shows that you are going into a new realm. So you're getting help from unknown places. Our reality, yes, if you wanted to say that, you can have like a bubblegum wrapper giving you advice right now. That's how bizarre reality we're coming from right now.
Well, we're dirt and you're a bubblegum wrapper. Okay.
You're not dirt. No, this world is not that. We're just saying some beings might see it as there's no importance there. Let's look at it from that way. But you have a lot of importance. You would not be here if you had no importance.
Yeah. So we've got friends.
There's a lot of importance. Trust me, our world, is much necessity in this route. As difficult as it is. It shows a lot of higher beings how difficult they are here.
Oh, God, that's good. And nice to know we have friends in high places.
Yes. Yes, we can actually reincarnate here quite quickly if we're actually necessarily needed. We might incarnate in a place we might not like, but our energies is what matters most.
Okay. Well, good. That's good to know. My second question is basically a question of how I'm doing, but because I've kind of taken this approach these days of going, okay, fine, let me just relax. If you're not gonna make it easy for me, I'm not gonna try really hard. And I think of like we'll give you a hint here and give you a hint there, and I'm going, yeah. Okay, when I need to know something, it'll come. Otherwise, I'll just like sit back and watch it happen. And I'm gonna make sure that this is a good approach, and that I'm not I shouldn't be kind of going, oh no, get time to take the old horse back out to the pasture and have it run again a bit.
Well, you see it, you peak in the future a lot. So in your leisure currently, you're actually going to the future quite a bit. And so you're kind of telling yourself, no, shut all that down. So sometimes you come back not knowing where you're going, what direction you're going. So is now when you're connected to your guides, what is it that you're trying to reach exactly? What is it you're trying to
accomplish? Well, I have no idea. I'm trying to accomplish this life, which to me is, I'd say, making peace with my life as it is. Mm-hmm. I have the idea of how life as an infinity symbol, we're in the center, and our job is to combine the negative and the positive into a very livable.
Yes. Great.
So the less I read, how would I say it? The less I try to run from negative, and the more I try to let in positive without moving from the center.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's why I'm kind of taking this approach of going, yeah, whatever. I don't have to deal with that. I don't have to deal with that. It's
yes. You are like a referee, basically.
Right.
Light and dark going on. And so you're trying to pick sides. Sometimes they're trying to get you to pick sides. I want to just be in the middle of all this. But I want us all to be peaceful. And yes, you're a peacekeeper here, as you can see.
Yeah.
And notice it's not that exciting here. Many would rather just go to war with each other. It's just more exciting.
Yeah, and I just say, mind you, I was pretty pissed off with my roommate today, so I'm not perfect.
Well, yeah, that one was testing your patience, from what it seems.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
That's okay. Sometimes you need to exercise that part of yourself. It's on how you handle it.
Yeah.
A volcano might explode, but then it might calm down and just like, okay, I'm okay now.
Yeah. Well,
Yes.
good. That's very reassuring.
Yes. So yeah, connecting to your neutral self is what you're doing. It's
Yes.
easier. It's not as easy as it sounds, as you know.
No, it's very easy to get just bowled over and
Yes, that's
Yeah.
that's what you're here to accomplish. Of course, it's more.
accomplish and teach.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what you're finding your center.
Yeah. Very good.
That's your sun within yourself. Yes.
I'd forgotten that reference. Yeah.
Some
that was my favorite
are
episode.
trying to heal others, but then they forget to heal themselves. Quite normal. You have that too, but that's
Yeah.
okay. But yeah, you gotta remember number one, of course.
Well, I'll say that the bubblegum wrapper told me so.
Yeah, the bubblegum wrapper is here to help.
Yes. Okay. Thank you so much.
Blessings.
Blessings.
Okay, thank you. Up next, we have Marvin.
Greetings. Who am I speaking with?
Julius.
Uh,
help you.
Julius. My first question, I was wondering if you could get in contact with, I guess, one of my guys named Shalonda and stuff. My birthday tomorrow, and I've been having some, I guess, major fights with my inner self.
Understood.
I've been, yes, I feel like I'm losing my motivation towards the other spouse, and I feel like I don't have the motivation like I used to, or I don't know what to say or what to do and stuff like that. And so it's been playing on me and stuff. I know, not physically, but it's been mentally and stuff. It's been going on for over some years, and I'm trying to figure out what do I need to heal and what do I need to do, because I'm about to be 38 tomorrow, and I just need to get on a regular route of me trying to date, and it seems like it's difficult to me. To anybody else, it can seem like it's easy, but it's it's.
You're also an alien being in a human experience, and you're also part of the ET contact. Technically, you already are a contactee, but you're here to bring in a physical contact. So this is a physical contact being is here to try. We call it to live a normal life. So as you concentrate on yourself, easier said than done, of course. This relationship will come in. It seems like as a part of you, you're looking at what you don't have, but you focus on what you have. I believe more of your alien contact energies are going to become more clear, and your relationship with your guys is kind of all over the place from what I can see. But that doesn't. What matters is your relationship with yourself. You got to heal the fear of like being alone. It seems.
Yeah, a lot of people they don't understand that type of stuff. Any type of other aspects in life, physical, mental.
Understood.
I do over in a bond and stuff, but when it comes to little things that a lot of people don't understand and stuff, like is communication with the other spouse or having a girlfriend, I'm dumbfounded. I try to do the best things, and it seems like a brand new. It seems like I'm a brand new civilian in a whole new world.
Yes, yes.
It's stuff that is, yeah,
yes,
yeah, and it shocks. It shocks because it shocks normal people that's reincarnated in here because they've never been treated so nice, and if to me, my birthday's tomorrow, so you gotta forgive me. It fucks me up. It fucks me up. It's like damn. Okay, if somebody treating you nice and stuff, something in you should click, and so that should understand. You know, it's not them, it's me and stuff. So now I'm beginning to understand that I'm the awkward one. It's not everybody else and stuff. That I was brought here to bring change to others and stuff, but
Yes.
it fucks me up if I can't get this
Yes.
something simple as
I understand.
somebody you know what I'm saying, but
Yes.
it's wearing on me, and I'm trying to get feedback from any galactic family, Shalonda, my guides or my higher self and stuff. It's a lady I like, but I'm kind of feeling stuff. I don't have her attention. It's just a you know what I'm saying, a misbeaten cause, even just trying to pursue or trying to get her attention because I feel it's no attraction there. You know, she got somebody she's talking to and stuff, but I'm just trying to get myself out the stable to try to see, okay, 2 years before 40 and stuff. And I haven't have a maintained relationship. And yes, I do get spiritual type contact type stuff and stuff. I don't know how to deal with this. You know, if I talk to somebody, they be like, "Oh man, he's
Yes.
got to be high. He's got to be crazy." Yeah,
Is there
you know what I'm trying to talk about. You
yes. Is
know,
there a
but
second question here so we can move on?
okay. Second question: what type of advice can I get to move myself for whatever type of blockage? I don't know what type of blockage it is. Anytime I get type of message, they tell me it's a blockage, but I need a little bit more feedback if you can on a birthday and stuff. How do I need it? On what portion and stuff do I need to work on something, or do I need to?
Yeah, not worry about being alone. Work on your own projects, your own self. Realize yes, birthdays can become sometimes the most depressing day, especially you meet a certain milestone or getting towards one like 40. But yeah, make that day for yourself. Give yourself something. Yeah, you got to give yourself things every once in a while to kind of some kind of sugar or whatever it might be to spice your day, your life up. Something.
Well, can I ask for a contact because it seems like the physical.
The contact is going to get stronger with you. It'll be on the spiritual side, but it won't. Not likely in the physical just yet.
Okay, on the spiritual side, what do I need to grow with that, and like what part do I need to grow?
Lighting connections.
What type of what what is it? Good connections or bad connections? Because I know sometimes I get ringing.
You don't have any negative. No, you're always connected to the more positive ones. Don't worry about that.
Is it a name or something they look into that I could try to, try to bring in more positive and stuff like?
Let the name come to you. All right. Blessings.
Okay.
Let's go. Blessings. There's another question.
Yes, we have Dario's questions.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. I'll read her questions for her. Her first question, she's referencing her cat. Cat's name is Baby. Does she have a message for me? Mostly post-operation.
Yeah, she doesn't. Yeah, she can't move around. The baby can't move around as much as she used to. She's kind of irritated by that. She likes her freedoms, just like any other girl. But for Daria, just not. She's not mad. She's just glad she just loved her enough to get rid of that to help her with her health situation. She just become more talkative. That's all. But they're just let her. Get it out of her system. Meowing all the time. That's all. Nothing too critical there. Blessings.
Okay, blessings. Second question. Are there any other news on future timelines from you to me?
There's paradox energies. You are opening up new timelines and shutting them down. This is another reason why you might find this reality is not as too exciting because you're working more in astral as many things are happening like 100 times. It's at 100. Going 100 miles an hour, basically. But you can keep your sanity through all that. And then you can connect to this world, it has time and everything slows down. So if you connect to that reality where everything is going fast, I believe it brings some kind of comfort. it might not. I think it will bring you more information of what you're doing here. Blessings.
Hey, blessings. A bless this evening is me. Thank you again for coming in.
Yes.
My first question, I was wondering, the other night I was tapping into my inner self and going within. I slowed down, but as I slowed down, I went into my imagination and everything started speeding up. It was like a film strip of images, scenarios, scenes, and people I was interacting with, all within a short amount of time. And out of that, I was able to pull an answer that I was looking for that was completely random. But I'm not sure if it's my imagination, or am I channeling, or what am I tapping into when I'm going into that state?
Yeah, it's more information from your higher self of what has not been dealt with on other planets. So this world brings out certain sides of yourself that you've forgotten, especially from your deep galactic connections of times of war. You're healing war. You come to a war planet to heal war by being more peaceful. So you're healing the beginnings of the universe, being attacked, being taken over, being a drone or something, like under control. You're releasing a lot of those energies. You also have a lot of connections with the apes, the gorillas.
Yeah, I've gotten that in the past, and I kind of pieced a little bit of that together, but they keep coming up in webinars. Do they have any messages for me?
Yeah, you're connected to the golden gorillas, kind of like the ancient ones. The one, just they're it looks gold. It's not gold, but it is a golden type of energy, similar to your lions. You can call them like golden in some regard.
No.
Yes.
No, please continue.
Well, yes, they created timelines. They ruled over planets. Some did do wrong to many worlds. They're connected to this solar system. The gorilla beings have taken over several worlds in this galaxy, but this world in particular in their past. A hidden history has not been. Basically, Planet of the Apes has happened a long time ago. And you're involved with it from what I can see.
No, I saw an illustration, a picture of the Hindu god Rama, and he was assisting like an ape people building a bridge across a landmass. Is that kind of the ape civilization on this planet that
yes
I'm connected to?
It's a hidden timeline. It is. There were ape people. There is a lot more going on in this Earth's past than they care to show. But you're part of one of them was the ape population. Yeah, someone had called the reptilians were here first and all of that, but a lot of the apes were here before the reptilians. Of course, it depends on what being. So if you're getting information from a reptilian being, reptilians are here first. But if you get information from an ape being, you get a different story. So it was more of an ape type of world in the beginning, and it was hostile. They took it over, and they weren't exactly friendly to all beings here. Some of them were friendly, but most of them weren't, because they were treated poorly at other realities. But they just, they found it before everybody else. We're trying to get different versions of that. But yes, it's the energy that you're still healing currently here. You're healing your ancestors here.
Right. Well, as along with the running theme of the ape collective, though you mentioned also golden as well, golden, and I've been feeling connections with different golden animals, and like the golden fleece, Jason and the Argonauts. I felt a connection with that as well. Is there something about my golden energy that is coming into play?
It's part of birthing of worlds. It's like it's kind of like a kingship or royalty of kind of like this world is worth colonizing. We give you the gift of life. It's sort of like a symbol of we come to this world to plant our seeds, you decide to create. So it is. It's not on all worlds, but there are certain ones that do. It's a symbol basically.
Maybe something.
And a lot of the ape beings came from Maldak.
I see. All right. Oh, thank you for your perspective on that and your assistance this evening. Thank you again, and blessings.
Blessings to you all. Yes, we'll give Ivan a break. We will return in the future. Blessings.
Can I do blessing?
Sure, thank you.
Also, thank you so much, Ivan, Bobby, everyone. Appreciate it.
Thanks.
Nini dishkea na huha husheonstia dikha dashka stora hunde shikasta ishindite khasun jota mundi ditja ditin jesketsun duawa ikesierde da unta uka da urawasa ya on atie eske ishinjiku a usnite inta ae Hello, Skuro Donna is Mickey, some teacher, no, Sanishta. Thank you.
Okay. All right, thank you for that. All right, blessings. One thing.